discussion. Can't you see them dad boys are casting? Testing competition on their podcast mission. Never know what you get. It's chaotic precision. If you don't know, you better find out the dad pack. I'm here to prove a point. We three kings just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. This show is thunder. Subscribe and tune in, and you're laughing to the very end. Don't turn your back on the dad pack. Don't turn your back on the dad pack.
Put the kids to bed. Dad's home. We are the DWO podcast, representing the dad world order, where the jokes are bad, the advice is questionable, but the love is all real. I am the pretty face papal, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We've got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
Honk if you hear me.
Oh yeah, 10-4, good buddy. And he is the perpetual mid-carter and the two-time world record holder. He's the wrestling t-shirt guy. Oh, Cephas.
Cowabunga. It's day 1322. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
So many days.
It's a lot of days wearing wrestling shit.
So what is your second record?
So I went 425 without a repeat. That was the first record. And now I also have the record for most consecutive days just wearing a wrestling shirt since I started doing repeats. Hence the repeat of today's Chicago edition Revolver shirt that I bought in Chicago.
Man, whoever gave you that must be just a top-notch bloke. You know?
Well, you know what? As Mr. Magnificent said, we are the DWO podcast, and tonight we have with us a very special guest. He is the man behind the merch of Wrestling Revolver.
Yeah, I mean,
as well as having his hands in plenty of other pies. You know what I mean? What's that?
I said, yeah, a million other things, but yeah, merch would be one of them. Yeah.
Merch would be one of them. Yeah. But he is the one, the only Justin Overstreet, sir. How the heck are you?
Oh, dude, I'm doing great, man. We just had a great weekend of wrestling, and you guys were missed. Talking about it a little bit, man. I mean, every match was enjoyable. Jerry was amazing. I'm hoping this is something they're going to do, every year in August. Do a double shot, get a fair amount of people in because everybody loves Jerry. So.
Bro, he looks so
I
good.
hope they do it too. I was kind of hoping they do more tournaments like this. I was hoping they do like the Women's Grand Prix again and stuff like that. So
and like we did a double shot. I want to say last August we did that Fight Club, like the early show Fight Club.
I say every time they've done like the double shot like that, it's been something like unique though. It's because I think there was like the women's event, the Grand Prix. Then there was like what you said, like the kind of MMA style. No ropes thing, which was really cool. And every one was just awesome. You're like, you don't even know what to expect. You just expect that it's going to be incredible.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the Women's Grand Prix was super unique. We got a lot of great talent. I mean, that was incredible.
Dude, that was
the amount of
amazing.
talent we got for that.
Right.
And by doing it the way we did this time, we kind of spaced out the tournament over two shows.
Yeah.
It kind of let like, it didn't feel like a sprint to the finish line, So like we did the whole first round in the afternoon show, as well as two other matches. For the life of me, I can't. Tag title match, and then we had Big Dick Myers got the absolute shit beat out of him by Kroll. So that was fun. And then you had the semifinals in Maine, as well as like world title and other stuff at night. So that night show was like, the real thick of it. But like the afternoon show was a lot of fun, and seeing Jerry interact with everybody, backstage, and like I was telling you guys, like it's very on brand with this whole like dad world order. It felt like that dad that was still kind of like couldn't turn off, like couldn't sit back and enjoy. Like he had to like in the most positive way, like still coach everybody up as they came out. Like, oh, I really enjoyed the match. Here's one thing I would do, and I was just like, that's awesome. As a guy that like I coached high school ball for 10 years, like I love getting in the thick of it and just start coaching. And he just couldn't turn it off, and it was amazing. I'm honestly hoping next year we can somehow talk him into being in it.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
He ref the main, the main event as well as the finale of the tournament. But it would be amazing if somehow we could just be like, hey man, you just be in your own tournament. I know it's the Invitational, but or I don't know, somehow, some way, at least wrestle on the show.
Yeah.
I think he's still got it left in him. Like still very much in shape.
Yeah, he looks great.
Still could go. So
Shit brick house for sure.
dude. So
I'll say this. I don't want to turn this into too much of a revolver rewind. Obviously, we need to get Tuss on for one of those. But our boy Richie Swan.
Yeah. Oh, Swanee.
So happy for him.
The
Man.
redemption story is almost complete. I'm hoping at some point he gets that shot at the Revolver title, and
he's gonna win the Revolver title.
Oh yeah.
But I'm scared for when he does, because something tells me that we're gonna get another interaction with Palmer at that point. And while we thought this story was over, it may be over, but that don't mean we can't write another fucking book. And then with the title between them, shit.
And which Palmer do you get when that happens?
I would love for Palmer to just fucking snap in between all of his personas, drink a potion, have fucking white hair, I don't know, some lingerie or something.
No,
dude, those promos he did in Iowa were fucking unbelievable.
He's
a genius. I think Palmer's wildly slept on. I think he's got a great mind for everything. And,
imagine
great character actor. He does the convention scenes. Like the combo conventions that have wrestling, and like they have like basically like wrestlers cosplay. Dude, he might.
I know he did Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling.
Oh,
he did Arthur Morgan. Yeah.
I mean, he's a great character actor. I think he comes from like a theater background, so like that.
Okay, yeah,
that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Imagine a place like NXT or like an AEW where he would have the chance to be the Monster Hunter, to actually like on a live scale. Like you watch the Monster Hunter stuff now, it's great, but imagine the distribution of AEW. He could be. He's got that charisma that he could be Jericho levels of a wrestler, just nonstop reinventing himself.
Sure.
I like
just monsters like Brody King.
Yeah.
Or various other guys.
Yeah, just going after all the big intimidating dudes. I would love that. Sure. Also, shout out to our boy Tim. What up, dude? Sorry
what
we
up,
missed
Timmy?
you on Saturday.
Tim, what's good, my guy?
We love Tim.
Oh,
faithful.
Look at this. Oh, Ozzy Killmeister.
There he is. There he is.
Bro, what a fucking match he put on, man. I seen a lot of people posting about a match he did
here in Tampa. Yeah, here at Magnanimous Brewing. Yeah, I saw these off the second deck of a storage thing right into a table and all kinds of shit. It was awesome.
It was fucking sweet, man.
Dude's a nut.
Yeah. It's a fucking cool
clip. If you're gonna say you're metal, then you gotta fucking be metal sometimes.
That's metal as shit there.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, that being said, how are you all doing? How the heck are you?
I'm doing great, man.
Tired, bro. Tired.
Yeah, Mike's
been a long week.
Been a long week for Mike in the work department, that's for sure. It's been a long week for me because the job I'm currently working on is a school, and school starts for them on Tuesday. So it's very high stress environment right now, trying to get everything done.
Oh, I bet.
All whilst all of the elementary school teachers are getting their classrooms ready that we're still working in. So,
pardon me.
Private dog custody, you guys. Yeah. Couldn't get this shit done all summer.
Oh, it's been rough. We've been working overtime all summer. We've been working 5 10s and an 8 on Saturday just to get shit done.
Just to get it done. Yeah, because you only get 2 months. 2 months to get it all
Pretty
done.
much, yeah.
Where were the teachers then?
As soon as
poolside drinking White Claws.
Last week of May, or what was it? They didn't even start the overtime until July. Like we worked all through June, and then finally they were like, all right, we'll pay for overtime. And we've just been doing it pretty much the entire month of June or July. So yeah, been pretty wild, but overall doing well.
So your kids are not back in school yet. Kids aren't.
Well,
mine
just had her first day today, and then my girlfriend's daughter starts tomorrow. So they're all kind of going like this week and next week.
Sure.
Same. My youngest started his senior year today.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
Bro, in a month and 14 days, a month and 2 weeks, I will have an 18-year-old child. And I am having some like real weird, like, I'm old as fuck now. You know what I
Dude.
mean? Like,
And that same time frame, my youngest will be 18. So I feel you. I like literally bawled today. And like I've never, ever, ever have done that when any of the kids have left for school. And I literally like full sob today.
Because it's your last year of having a kid in just.
It's just, man, the perspective is so different now, man. And it's like we've had all these first days of school, and it just, my wife made sure to take pictures, and God bless her heart for doing that because, we get to see these side by sides every year, and just seeing it today and knowing it's our last first day of school ever, for our kids is just, I don't know, man. It's a weird new era for the wife and I. So
It'll be fun though, man.
yeah.
You know?
That's the thing, though, man, is like you prepare your kids their whole life to live without you, but nobody ever prepares you for how to live without your kids.
Oh, I'm 36. Trying to tell it to my parents. So they're the best, but they still think I should just move home.
Oh, dude, I would welcome my kids home at any time. I have Sunday dinner every week and make dinner just so they come over and eat a free meal.
Well, my house in Dayton, we do share. So we're up there in the summers. Like my mom spends the whole summer pretty much from like Memorial Day, Labor Day. So I'll go up there in the summers, especially when we're having shows and stuff. And it's cool to still kind of have that small limited amount of time. But I think we all laughed. Like I flew home Monday and I got home and she texted me and she's like, "So are you happy to be home?" And I was like, "Well, you don't want my honest opinion." She's like, "No, we all had too much togetherness. It was fine." Like, I'm glad you guys are coming off that now, So we are super close, but we have a decent sized house, so it's whatever.
I've always told my kids, you don't have to move out at 18. I don't. Like, I spent my whole life waiting for the children that I have, right? Like, I stay as long as you want. You're my homies. You're basically little video games that I play from afar, and I really want your stats up. So if you need some more time at home before you go into the full game, go ahead, level up here first.
I've never heard that analogy, but that's pretty awesome.
I love that analogy.
I do too. Danny and I have already said we're going to build tiny homes for the girls.
Hell yeah.
Like we're going to get a little bit of land and build tiny homes for the girls and be like, you guys can just stay out there.
Yeah. You got your own little spot. You don't have to. That's perfect.
Hell, the price of rent
if they go away to college, we'll just get a condo wherever they're going to college. And, they'll just, you need to come over and do laundry? By all means, come on over.
That's going to happen again, man. That's how my great-grandparents, she had 13 children. And so they had to figure out a way to house 13 children. So if you went back to her house back before they tore them all down, it was just a one center house and then like a smattering of little this room sized houses. I loved it, man. It was cool growing up and like hanging out in those buildings still and looking at them and stuff. Like, oh, that's crazy. You guys live like this. Like, I don't know.
But it worked, man.
I mean, imagine if we all bought a plot of land and all had our own super nice houses on it, and we had like a common area where we could all hang out and picnic and shit. Dog, that's compound,
brother, that's the dream.
Cult. Let's start a cult.
Yeah, I'm sure we'd have some sort of government agency take exception to that just for the name alone.
It is. It's funny you say that. Like where I'm at in Tampa, I say a very famous family, but like they're like the family that kind of like donates and all kinds of stuff. Like I want to say the dude's a billionaire, but it's Dr. Patel. He bought this plot of land like right off the main drag in Tampa, and he proceeded to build this palace that took like well over 10 years to build. Wow. And like so his main house is absurd, and then there's like 4 other houses that are like attached to it that all his kids and their families all live in. Like all those houses, you'd be like, yeah, I would live in that in a heartbeat. Like those are kick-ass houses, and they're on this like
family
lake
compound for sure.
It's but it's like a massive compound that's just it looks like a museum. It's just like this one long stretch.
It's like some righteous gemstone shit. Like everybody's got their own house.
All one house.
Yeah.
Boys, that just sounds like a 20-year goal for the Dad World Order. You know what I mean? In 20 years, we need land.
32,000 square foot home.
Dude.
32,000?
32,000. That's for him and then his 4 children and their families. 32,000.
Wow.
If anyone listening is a beneficiary and they want to, back us to becoming,
So, I'm only saying that to say you guys have these great ideas. Dr. Patel has figured it out.
Yeah.
So he has mastered it.
Just gotta go to.
So we
gotta go
just
to
need to become billionaires. So if
Exactly.
everyone could just
Exactly.
like and subscribe, share,
Exactly.
all that good stuff.
Yeah.
because of y'all, we're not billionaires.
No. No. Yeah. It's just one of those things where I joked with somebody. I said, if I just feel like I think I joked about it with my parents. I was just like, I don't know, man. If I had money like that, I just don't see myself building a house and saying, I want everybody else around me too. Like,
Right.
That's why you have division. That's why there's the common area, and then don't come in my fucking wing. You know what I mean? Maybe like a E-shaped mansion, and then like the bracket of the E. That's where everyone hangs out. But each wing, don't fucking.
Oh, dude. Obviously, Ozzy passed away a couple weeks ago. So I decided, I was like, you know what, man, I love the Osbournes. Like growing up, loved watching that.
Oh yeah.
So it's on Prime. I just went through the whole show again.
So good.
And bro, but like that's pretty much what it is. Like his bedroom, like upstairs, and his bedroom, like that little wing, and he has like a little like den that was his. You could tell that's where he constantly retreated to because everything else, like people came and went all hours of the day at his house. But it was like these 2 areas right here, these are me. Like me and Sharon are here and the kids, and like their nanny that they had for their 20-year-old kids. And then it was weird. It was super weird. They're like, yeah, here's our nanny. I'm like, she's 17, he's 16. That's not weird at all. No big deal.
Yeah.
I think it was one of those things where like she became friends with Sharon, and Sharon's like, I'm not firing her, and we make plenty of money, so whatever. Yeah. And I think she just became like Kelly's assistant to get her places, which is still equally absurd. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. But it was just funny where you could see like other than that, like he would constantly retreat to those things because if he was sitting in his living room, there would be 3 random people. Like Elijah Wood was randomly in his living room one day, and I'm like, why on earth why is Frodo Baggins sitting in his and then there was like somebody else that was weird. Oh, they went to Hawaii, and Jason Mewes was randomly friends with, I shouldn't say randomly, but he went to Hawaii with Ozzy Osbourne because he was Jack's friend. And they just casually passed off that wasn't Jason. Like it was, it's one of his friends. I'm like, Jason Mewes.
Jack's friend, Jason. And it's like, that's clearly Jason Mewes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like they left him in Hawaii. Like him and another guy were partying so much. Like, when are we leaving? Whenever Sharon's ready, and like, where's your friends? Like, I don't know, fuck them, leave them. Like, it was just so good. I'm like, that's not stage television because I don't think Ozzy would be about that. Like, whatever we do is who we are, Yeah. So,
but I definitely think if we do the compound, we need to have acre or so between houses at least. Acre, maybe 2.
It's a fair amount. Yeah, it's enough space where like they can't
give us
huh?
Make a little neighborhood, but I don't want to spit and hit your house. You know what
the coolest part about that is though, Big Rig? That means we could all have our own golf carts and fucking paint them up like Mario Kart shit. Yeah.
Yes. We'd have to have a track.
I'm talking 4-wheelers, motherfucker. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
We got our own Rainbow Road.
We got to take a second for some more comments here. We got one from El Juggalo with a whoop whoop. Also, a followed up whoop whoop from Justin Deming, our boy. And then Jacob dropping in. What's up, man? Saying,
hey, my guy Retro Jake.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys haven't already downloaded the app. You better.
I already downloaded the app.
It's the best deal. I mean, I'm not even putting it over just because it's my boy Jake's app. Dude,
it's great.
You won't find better pricing.
In fact, Jake and I need to continue our discussion about a DWO, like 10% off discount so we can start promoting the shit out of it.
What do you need to discount for? It's already the best prices online.
You know what I'm saying, man. Come on,
I'm messing with you. Come on, I don't know if you guys saw, but I was on a TikTok video with Sammy with him on
I did. I watched every second.
I know most of his videos only get 50,000, but I think that one might have eclipsed 100. And I don't want to point any fingers as to why, but I'm just
you had a mint
humble brag here.
Mint condition Mario Switch. Just saying.
Yeah, well, I had a Switch, and I was like, you know what? I'd really love. I kept a Switch, so now I have one in Ohio for the family to use and whatever.
Yeah.
And then an OLED would be perfect for when I travel and stuff. And I'm just so wildly behind on games that the idea of investing in a Switch 2 just doesn't make sense.
I got the Switch too, but I also have a fucking problem. So,
So do I. So do
Hey,
I.
as long as you admit it, brother. You know what I
oh,
mean?
bro, I
mean,
have like 200 Switch 1 games, and I'm looking at it. And I'm like, thank God these work on Switch 2, because for the first time in my life, I don't feel like I'm, well, fuck all these games. Let's get a whole bunch more. But the Switch 2 is fucking dope, man.
it's super addicting. And like Switch put out everything. Like every game that you enjoyed in your childhood, like, oh yeah, we'll put it on the Switch.
Metal Gear Solid in complete collection.
Yeah, a complete collection. They did it for all the Star Wars games. Like all the Star Wars games came out on Switch. You're like, oh hell yeah.
Even the fucking Disney Aladdin and Lion King shit is on there.
Yep.
I have those. I have all three. The 3-pack they did with the Jungle Book and Aladdin and all that. Oh yeah, got it. Got it.
Fun. I still can't beat giraffes.
That shit brings me back, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
That you know how infuriating that Lion King game was?
Oh my god.
The giraffes and the monkeys.
Kids don't understand.
No.
Kids like, what do you mean game over? I'm like, yeah, bro, that was it. You got like 3 lives. That's
Start
it.
It made me furious.
From the beginning. Like,
Now they get where you have unlimited lives. I'm like, oh yeah, now they get unlimited lives.
yeah.
You know how fucking hard it was to
fuck you. All right. Politely. Kids like, oh, I beat it. Like, no, you did.
Like,
No,
fuck you. You know what's funny, man? I don't understand this. When I was a kid, if somebody would offer me $50 to do just about anything, I would have done it. But I tell my kids anytime they can show me the credits in the video game, and they beat the game. They don't even have to complete it. I'll give $50. And not one of them has came up. They're like, look, Dad, I beat fucking this.
No.
Not yet. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is an open offer for $50. And you guys have fucking 200 games in there you can play. Get
$50 to play video games?
That's what I'm saying. They're so fucking. Hey, that's the one thing I'll say about these generation. Their attention span is fucked. They want to watch 30-second loops of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're more likely to have kids watch people play video games than you are them actually playing long in video games. Like,
and that's the thing. Like, I love like my single player games that I can just extend. Like, I don't want to finish them quickly. I get on Fallout 4 or like Witcher 3 or something. And I'm like, I'm doing every fucking side mission, every little Easter egg, whatever. And if I am even close to a story mission, I'm like, do I have side missions that I can do first? Because by the time I get to that final boss, it's not even a boss fight, brother.
Yeah.
I am so goddamn overpowered.
Yeah, eating absolute piss out of them. No, I get it.
Yep.
I get it.
That's how I roll too, for sure.
I'm playing Death Stranding right now because I just think this is an interesting game, but I'm like, I'm sweating for the amount of walking I'm doing in a video game. So
Here we go.
I started walking in place and was like, holy shit, I got like 20,000 steps in today. So,
Speaking of having a problem,
this is my newest Death Stranding 2 Collector's Edition. I am so my next tattoo appointment is probably going to have a fucking Death Stranding tattoo in it. I am so fucking
just a baby in a sack that looks like it's attached to you. Like put it right above the IC title. Like it's just hooked into you.
I was thinking about that, but I think I'm going to get Doll Man. I'm going to get him hanging from my hip.
Okay.
So I'm going to get him on my upper thigh.
Yeah, dude. I literally finished high school ball like November of 06. And I got a holiday job at GameStop and kept that literally through all of college.
Oh,
so
nice.
naturally, I stared at the opportunity of having every collector's edition from what was that, the 5th generation of like the PS3 and 360 and Wii.
I would have not done well there.
Yeah.
In fact, hold on. I'm actually in my dining room right now because my office is completely on the fritz. I'm like overhauling all.
I love your dining room accoutrement is a bust with purple glasses.
Hell yeah, bro! It's
isn't that
from Batman?
I was gonna say that's the phone in Wayne Manor.
This is how you get to the Batcave. So,
oh, that's so fucking sweet.
I was in another life. I was an English teacher, so I taught Shakespeare. So that's why I bought that. But yeah, I bought this like the first 6 months, first year I was in the company. With Halo 3. This was the Legendary Edition.
That is solid.
I still have this. I don't know why I still have this.
Because it's fucking
I haven't
cool.
played Halo in a decade. Still got it. Though.
Here you go.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of random stuff I have.
Ryan saying, so you were the dude that gave me $25 for Madden a week after it came out.
Hell yeah, bro! And if you didn't power trade that shit, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
So you could have got 35, but you took the 25 because you needed cash.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you shit. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Kids
dude,
these days with their damn ticks and their talks.
dude, you
Amen.
ain't kidding, bro. And those Instagram crackers and all that other shit, dude. It's
Yeah.
just it's.
I don't know.
It was a Saturday Night Live bit.
Well, dude, that's one of my favorite things about being friends with you on social media, Justin, is your Instagram stories are usually just, if you don't know what this quote is from, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
And it's just movies that I'm like,
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie.
Yeah, dude.
And there are so many people that have no idea what you're talking about.
No, and to be quite honest with you, I've had people that have like messaged me, not offended, but like they certainly are seeking clarification, and I'm like, yeah, you're taking this quote wildly out of context.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Which
Like
makes
this
it
was
more
from
fun.
a super dumb movie in the 90s, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
It was a different world.
There was one yesterday that talked about the dude that plays Dean Portman in the Mighty Ducks movies. Do you know he's married to the lady who plays Elsa in
Really?
Isa Mandel or whatever. I don't know, Lisa Mandel or whatever. Lady who sings "Let It Go." Yeah, she's married to Dean Portman, and he's apparently like a big theater kid, and he was in Newsies with Christian Bale and like all this other shit. And I was like, whatever, dude. She saw him strip down in the penalty box in D3 with my Ducks, and was like, that's him. That's the guy.
That's my guy.
That's the guy.
I mean, but like that's my three best friends. Ironically, we're all related. They're two of my brothers and their cousin, and I think we all inadvertently had the same childhood. And like, just I moved down here when I was 10, and I became best friends with my my friend Tommy when we were like 13 or 14. But like our adolescence before we had met, we clearly lived the same life. Only I was just a white kid in Ohio, and they were all these Cuban dudes from Tampa and Miami.
Right.
So like all the movies we watched growing up, like I could quote Sandlot at any given moment. I can quote obscure me like Heavyweights. I quote the hell out of Heavyweights.
So good.
Patrick Renna has given us a runaround about being a guest so many times. Not that he's on purpose, but it's like one point he was like, yeah, I would love to be on. Let's do it in August. So I'm like, all right, hit him up in August. Ghost. And then in like September, he's like, oh man, well, let's make it happen again, maybe in the new year. And I've yet to hear from him again.
Who's this?
Patrick Renna. You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like,
Dude,
I want
Hamilton, the Bay Port, the Great Hambino.
I know.
Dude, my life would be made. Sandlot, like I've said this many times, it is probably my all-time favorite movie.
So my favorite thing to do, especially when I'm around those guys, and now we all live like one lives like 20 minutes from me, the other two one lives in Lauderdale and one lives in Miami. So we don't see each other that much, but when we're together, people get annoyed by how much we're all trying to fit movie quotes into any conversation we do.
Yeah.
And then like they all get married or have kids and other stuff, and when you see one of the kids like acting up, like I can't help but be like, oh man, he's a deep shit. Like like
Oh man, he's a deep shit.
Oh man, he's a deep shit. Just doing random, that's just I don't know.
I love
an encyclopedia of useless information,
I'll my daughter I show her all those movies and she loves them. Like she loves Mighty Ducks, she loves Heavyweight, she loves Sandlot. She was telling me just the other day how much she loves that. She was like, a lot of kids my age don't know those movies I'm talking about. And I'm like, how do you not? Like they're so good. And we will be out in public and we'll just, be walking around somewhere and I'll be like, see that guy over there? She's like, yeah. I was like, if I had a dog that was as ugly as him, I'd shave its butt. Tell it to walk backwards. And she'll just start dying laughing, because
there's so many like like you think about movies back then, you're like, could Sandlot be made today? Yeah, it could. And I'd say there'd be plenty of people protesting it for, whatever. Oh, they kissed Winnie Peppercorn without her consent, whatever. And random stuff like that. But like you think about it, you're like, heck, there's a 0% chance Heavyweights gets made. Like
0
after it was made. I mean, hell, there was quotes that they literally dubbed out. I think I sent you that video of like Seymour Butts. He definitely doesn't say Seymour Butts in the movie. He says Peter Fitz. And so then Ben Stiller screaming, Peter Fitz, who's Peter Fitz? And Josh hits him with anybody's Peter Fitz if you push hard enough. Like that was in a Disney movie. Like, mind you, when you find out that Judd Apatow wrote it, and I'm like, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Virgin,
I just do
up,
Heavyweights.
Funny people. Like, okay, yeah, it makes sense now.
How you doing, little Tony?
Yeah, Dad. But you know, I think our best time to do it is like we all kind of try to go to Disney at least once a year, like all of us collectively. And we don't do the whole lightning lanes, don't do all the other shit. So we're just in line because half the time, half the fun is us just bullshitting while we're in line.
Yeah.
And there'll be that random thing where somebody will be like, "Congratulations, Mr. Sims. You're the fattest boy in camp." And then everybody, all the other guys around go, "Hey, give it up for Sims, bro." Just random quotes for like, if you don't know, like, man, that was really offensive. Like, no, dude, that's life, you know?
Dude, Justin.
You've never seen Heavyweights?
You can.
Oh, dude, I actually have a VHS copy of Heavyweights.
Heavyweight champion.
Yeah, I mean, it's
so good.
definitely worth it, man. Definitely worth it.
You're sending me to fat camp. No,
Yeah.
we're not.
You're fatter than I am. Why don't you go to the camp? And then, or when he's like on the plane and there's just some other fat guy that keeps leaning on him. And then Kenan Thompson, you know, like a young Kenan Thompson, he's like, "Hey, you going to fat camp?" "No." "Why do you say that?" "Because you're fat." "Hey, your dad?" "No." "Why do you say that?" "Because he's fat too." And he's like, "All right, my name's so-and-so. I'm going." He's like, "Yeah, I guess I'm going." He's like, "I knew it." "And that's your dad?" He's like, "Hell no." Like, there is a quote right after that anytime we introduce people, like in that circle, we introduce anybody and like, "Hey man, we got a rookie here and his name's so-and-so. I expect you to give him the same amount of respect that you give me." None. Like, we start off every conversation. I mean, that movie's quoted. That might be top 3. That and Sandlot are probably my top 5. Like, I'm 36 and I'm still quoting that on a regular basis. You know,
that and like any Adam Sandler movie from the 80s. Like,
yeah,
dude, Wedding Singer, fucking Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison a lot more. Like, Quit Looking at Me, Swan. The amount of times I say that anytime a goose comes up to me is astounding.
Today, Junior. Or
peeing your pants is cool. Consider me Miles Davis.
Or I like looking at somebody, like somebody comes up with a question or an answer or whatever, and you just hit them with "that is correct."
That is correct.
Eric, didn't you do a TikTok for that, like way back in the day, like
I did.
early on TikTok?
Way back,
because I can so picture you doing that still.
I used to always I used to go to a comic book store on Wednesdays, and my buddies would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, it's Nudie Magazine Day."
Nudie Magazine Day.
Bro, Madison, they just knew that meant, oh, he's going to a comic book store. It's New Comic Book Day. Yeah, I quote the hell of that. Or somebody runs into me or knocks me over, because that's happened all the time, you know, with little kids everywhere.
Yeah.
You get knocked into a couch or whatever, like, "You okay?" I was like, "Next time, kill me." I do that one.
Do you think that's like a symptom of our growing up? Because I feel like all my friends are just fucking quote machines. Like, especially like with us,
that's Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler and Chris Farley, I quote them quite often.
It's so fucking prevalent in all my friendships.
I award you, or like somebody says something really dumb, I award you no points. May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I'm with Brian there. I feel like you got to throw Jim Carrey movies in there, especially early on.
Yeah, color of the pen is royal blue.
Oh yeah, every time.
Yeah,
like a glove.
I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind? So fucking good, dude.
God, they just don't. I mean, I know you feel like an old man when you say it, but like they really just don't make movies like they used to. Like, I think it's because they got away with a lot more. There was a lot more liberties that could be taken.
Oh yeah, he said different times.
Gems still, but there is a feel to that 90s fucking crude era, you know. Back when H gets people to show their tits, you know, that back in that day, you know.
Yeah, like Big Daddy. Like, what do you got in the bag, friend? Chicken wings, booby tassels. You know,
don't go in the frozen food aisle. Your boobs will freeze.
Yeah, or like she knocks him with something like Hooters. I do say that when my dad be like, "Where do you want to eat at lunch?" Hooters.
He's got a 5-year plan. What is it? Not to die.
Not dying. Yeah, I mean, I had a mom lined up for the kid, but she's banging the Pepperidge Farm guy, and he just pees and pukes everywhere. He's like a Cocker Spaniel. I don't. Sorry.
Fuck,
You're
that could be this whole
hitting my
podcast.
wheelhouse right now. All I do is just quote these movies all the time.
My favorite Step Brothers. There's so many from
Oh,
Step Brothers, dude.
dude.
I say what the fucking fuck all the time, and I say it with
My
Mary
dad.
Virgin in my head.
Keep your
My
liver
dad-
spotted hands
My
off my
dad. That's one of
geriatric
the.
mother.
That's one of the few ones my dad does. And if we're out doing something and we come back, like especially in Ohio, like he and I run an errand or something, we'll come back to the house and like mom's waiting on us or something. He'll just hit her with the "Hello, Miss Lady." Pops me every time.
Shit.
Does that? What's? Dude, there's so many. Like, yeah, I can taste it. It tastes like onions. Onions. And ketchup.
Now the tuxedos seem a little fucked up.
Yeah, now the suits are looking up. Or my stomach's full of white dog shit. And then you put this shit on me.
You keep your liver spotted hands off my beautiful mother, you
Jesus
geriatric
sake.
Or
You write Dale and Brennan a check for $1 million.
oh man, yeah, you know she's had the old bull.
Now she wants the young
She wants
cat.
the young cat. And
You
I'm looking
the
good.
fuck up.
I got it working from my chest pubes
Pubes
down the
down
ball.
on my ball throat.
And she walks
And
up
she
to me.
grabs him by the wiener.
Shut the fuck up, Dale. Please.
Anyone watching right now who hasn't seen these episodes are like, what the fuck?
We're telling you all the good shit. Did you guys see Happy Gilmore 2?
I loved it. I loved
I
it.
did too. Like people are
loved
giving it shit. I was like, guys, do you not remember the first one? The
Yeah.
first one had a
Citizen
random dude
Kane?
that screamed jackass and hit him with a Volkswagen, ran over the damn thing, and he somehow still won. Like, if you took that as like, oh, that was great and that was realistic, this is hyperbole. Like, you guys are idiots. I don't know what
Yeah.
to tell you.
Like the
I love
whole,
that they got the 4 guys to do it. Like with him, like they got Bryson DeChambeau and they got
dude, Scotty Scheffler was
Scotty Scheffler and
hilarious.
Roy McIlroy. And the jump scare that Roy had, like where he
Yeah.
like shooter scared him. But when they get up there, and I want to say Becky Lynch like messes with Brooks Koepka and calls him like something, and like gives him a titty twister, and Bryson DeChambeau gets in her face. He goes, "Don't you touch those titties? Those are my titties." Makes me laugh. I've seen the movie 3 times, and I belly laughed so hard, like I can't get over that. I don't know how much you guys follow golf. They used to be a huge rivalry. Like
Oh
Brooks
yeah, they were big.
hated
Oh, yeah.
Bryson. Hated
Yep.
Bryson. And the fact that they're not only friends, but they went to live together and they have that scene. It's like that's just go. And then Scotty Scheffler getting arrested.
Dude, Scotty
And it's
Scheffler
like
getting
all the
arrested and
street
just
cred in jail.
going, "Oh, not again."
Oh, not again. When he tells
And
him,
then-
"I'm gonna change
And then the
channel,
end when he's
I'm
like,
gonna
"You want to get
snap."
out of here?" And he's like, "What are you having for dinner tonight? Chicken fingers? No, I'll stay
Ah.
another night."
You know, it's been 3 days, Scotty. You don't want to use your call? What are you guys having for dinner? Like, it's just so good. Like, it's all done. And then the fact that John Daly is just his roommate out in the garage.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Not even his
he's telling
roommate. He's just
make
keeping him like a
he's
pet.
He's a pet. He's like, make sure you
Yeah.
feed John Daly.
Yeah.
But he's also like a weird family confidant. Like he's like a sage.
And he just sits there and drinks fucking hand sanitizer. Like,
It's Steve Buscemi's like, no, I brought my own. He's got a
Yeah.
family-sized bag of Listerine.
Oh,
Oh, damn, let me get ahead of that.
and I love the
So well done.
callbacks of like
Oh, yeah.
the IRS guy is now their lawyer. Like,
yeah.
and then honestly, one of my favorite parts of the whole thing is him and Shooter getting in a fight in the graveyard, and everybody from the entire first movie that died is magically buried in that graveyard.
Just that graveyard.
Yeah,
Which is somehow remotely just close to the house he moved to after
Yeah.
losing his house.
and then it's like the fucking the Mista lady that he drops the air conditioner on is
It's
buried
still-
there.
it's
Like
still alive.
everybody.
still alive in there, buried
Yeah.
alive. That was well done.
And then
Nick
Ben Stiller.
Nick Swartzen being the callback where it's like, yeah, he had somebody buried a boot in his ass or foot in his ass.
Yeah.
And like Shooter's like, oh, you mean like so the trick is to put a shoe in a man's ass and that's how you can drive the ball fight? Get off the shoe, man. Like,
Get off the shoe.
um,
And then the ongoing joke of that dude having such bad breath, like he goes to the
oh yeah.
the biometric scanner and it just says
It's
fart
fart.
detected.
Like that's an Adam Sandler movie. Like, and
Yes.
have you heard the story for all that? Like, obviously he has this deal with Netflix, and he has literally a house on the Sony lot, like where him and his friends just go and hang out, because like that's where Happy Madison Productions is.
Yeah.
And so Sony just like gave him a house. So like all those Netflix movies are through Netflix and Sony Pictures, but he literally just like I hear that house is not a frat house because I don't think that's how he lives anymore, but like you could go to that house any particular day, and there's be random people just hanging out on the Sony lot at Adam Sandler's quote unquote house.
Awesome.
But he did Uncut Gems, which have you guys seen that?
Mhm.
That
Oh
is
god,
one
that
of
movie
the-
was awesome. I don't smoke, and I told somebody, I was like, I know that movie, I need a fucking cigarette. Like that movie was just so stressful. But it was amazing, and I thought he deserved some recognition for it. And he laughed and he said, if I don't get any kind of award nomination for it, if you guys thought the Netflix movies I churned out before this were ridiculous, you wait. And he didn't get nominated for anything, and he's churned out like 10 of those movies, like 10 of those Adam Sandler-esque movies. You're just like, whatever, they're ridiculous.
If anybody so much as talks any shit about Hubie Halloween, get the fuck out of my house.
That's a
I haven't
great
seen it.
fucking
Is it
movie.
good?
Hubie
No,
Halloween is fantastic.
No.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
why is it on the corner?
such a good Adam Sandler Halloween movie.
Really?
It's over the top, ridiculous, and wonderful. I love it.
It's not much.
Good.
I have a selfie with Adam Sandler, but these guys don't.
Shut the fuck up. No,
Here
you
we
do
go.
not.
Yes, the fuck I do. Yes, the fuck I do.
On a
Don't make me-
technicality. On a technicality.
I'm in the picture. He took the picture. It's a selfie. I have a selfie with Adam Sandler.
It's Adam Sandler taking a picture at one of his shows of the entire fucking crowd. And he's like, look, there's me in the orange shirt.
But it was me, and I'm in it. That's a selfie with Adam.
I mean,
Sandler.
really, I think Ted Lasso taught us that that's an ussy. But
Yeah.
nonetheless,
Fantastic show, by the way.
you do have a photo with Adam Sandler. I will
That
give you
is-
that.
See, there you
I will
go.
give you that. Now, could he pull you out of a police lineup? Probably not.
Well, maybe. I don't
If
know.
you did, be like, holy shit, that's the guy that holds the record for most consecutive days of wearing a wrestling T-shirt.
All right, it's
There he is.
Dude, also MJF in that movie.
So
Fucking
good.
hilarious.
So good.
The
It's
fact
been a
that like they're trying to get the car started and he's just like elbow dropping.
And Steve Rashibby, like, he has to be like, bro, what are you doing?
Get
A
it's a family thing. Get the fuck out of here.
And then he like just decides he's going to distract him by doing a pirouette, and then starts running. Like, so,
all right, Street, you be the judge. Here's the photo.
oh god,
All right,
you're the orange shirt.
I'm the orange shirt right there. That's me. That's me in the photo.
Buddy, if you were in the pit, I'd give it to you. But
Nope, that's me. I'm the only one wearing that orange shirt.
There's an orange shirt right up front.
There's a Bobby
motherfucker.
Boucher.
I know where my
right in front of
seats
you.
were. I bought those seats. I was wearing a Cincinnati 316 shirt that day. I'm in it. Just saying. I don't see none of you fuckers with evidence with your Adam Sandler selfie.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
I will say you've probably got way more fucking cool pictures than me. Although we had this discussion before privately, you miss out on taking a lot of fucking pictures.
I feel like, and I don't mean this like by all means. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'll take the pictures. I'm like, I take pictures with like people that like I am friends with, and like you do hang out with and do stuff with. Because those are ultimately, when you look back, those are the memories you want to have. You know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have been blessed to be in a lot of like rooms that I feel like I'm, I got imposter syndrome, or I'm like, why on earth am I here? And those people generally want you to be there. And you just feel like if you ask for that kind of opportunity, then you just kind of like, I don't want anybody to look at me different, like see me differently. I know it sounds like self-conscious to say, but when you get the opportunity to work backstage at like really, very prominent companies, to the point where like people on first name basis, and you get to like know people, like you just feel like, hey man, you mind if we get a quick photo? Like now they're looking at you like, oh great, so you're just a fan that happens to be backstage, as opposed to being
Instead of acting like you're supposed to be there, what I mean? It's
yeah.
I
So,
totally get that.
and I honestly I prefer to just have the stories, and I think in certain situations, like I will, I don't know how much I can talk about, the stuff I got to do, but. In another life, I was hired by Fanatics when they took over WWE's shop, and I got the opportunity to help start the entire autograph collection. In doing so, I basically just go backstage and do stuff. I won't divulge too many stories, but I will say my favorite snippet was one of the last times that I got to be backstage. Cody Rhodes ultimately took my phone charger because he needed it for his phone. Didn't ask, just like, hey, I'm going to take this. Is it cool if I give it back to you a little bit? I was like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you no. You're main eventing WrestleMania 39 by all means. And then I left, right? To be honest with you, like I was like, I'm going to watch the main event in my on Peacock on my phone and get an Uber back to the hotel because otherwise Ubers are going to be absurd after the show. So I didn't get the phone charger back from him, and I saw him the next day at Raw. He was walking down the ramp. I was walking up the ramp at Staples Center, and I was like, "Hey, man, you got something that belongs to me?" And he started laughing. He's like, "I do have your phone charger." He's like, "Keep it. I prefer to have the story about how you stole my phone charger." And that popped and so like, and obviously now we've all, I mean, most people have upgraded phones, and I'd say that it's probably not even in his possession anymore. But at some point, yes, Cody Rhodes did have,
or it's in his junk drawer.
Could be in his junk drawer. Yeah, very much for older phones. So who knows? Maybe Liberty's using it for like a iPad. You know,
something tells me with Dusty being his father, he's got a drawer full of chargers that don't fit anything.
Oh, for sure.
I think we all have that.
For when he hits hard times.
Hard times when you don't have chargers for your kids' tablets.
Yeah. 30 years. And you're gonna go back to using an iPhone 12 and kick you in the butt. Yeah, I don't. So those are. I mean, I have even more ridiculous stories. I just think that one's a fun one. You know, obviously with the meteoric rise he's had, and I didn't get to work with him too much, but I think he and I got along great just because as soon as I met him, I was like, not to look like a mark, but I was at all in. And he was like, hell yeah. And like immediately, like we were just cool. Like, you know, so I was like, nice. All right. We're both somehow punk rock, but yet working here. So this is great. So, yeah.
He's such a kind guy in person too, man.
Man.
A lot of that how great of a person he is. I like when people like that are successful, like our mutual friend Mr. Killer Cross. I love seeing him get all the attention that he's getting right now. I hope we see him on Overstreet.
I would hope to think that, you know, I'll be honest. I haven't really tried to like inquire heavily to know if this is a work or a shoot, because there's just a part of me that's like, I'm good with the mystery. Like if he pops up somewhere on a random Monday, hell yeah. If he shows up to TNA one time, hell yeah. If he shows up to Revolver and month, hell yeah.
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
Guys, I promise you, I know absolutely nothing. And I'm okay with that. Cause I mean, I'm not going to sit here and like Kevin and I are great friends. I think we've, you know, hung out a couple times, and that's about the extent of it. And I got to work with him, you know, backstage, and he was always amazing. Like just somebody that was just so loves this business. And I guess I will give this little anecdotal story. So when I worked backstage, we had like a little merch area. It was like back of house merch for the talent. Like that's the shirts they would wear out to the ring, and as well as stuff you would collect, you know, to potentially get signed, like, you know, either event used or like a table piece, like, you know, something like that. But we always had a TV set up so we could see what was happening. So at the Royal Rumble 2023, so it was San Antonio, we were set up between the corridor from Gorilla to where like when you get eliminated, you get brought back like on the back end, and you work your way towards like Gorilla. So you had to walk past here. And I don't know if you guys remember his elimination, but he gets freaking Claymore. Was it Claymore? Whatever thing that Drew McIntyre, what's it called? A Claymore?
Yeah, it's Claymore. Or
it's just called a Claymore, right? Yeah. I want to. His Glasgow Kiss is the one where he headbutts somebody, right?
Yeah,
so
Yep.
yeah, it's Claymore kick or whatever. He Claymore kicks him, and then like Cross just sells for like 10 minutes, like he's just laying there dead in the ring, and he comes back, and I'm just smiling from ear to ear, and you know we don't know each other that well, and he's like, "Was it good?" I was like, and he's like, "Did he murder me?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, he did. He looked like he just nuked you, and like he just laid there dead." And he goes, "Good. If I'm not going to win, fucking murder me." That's amazing. Like, hope that strap, you know, I hope that guy just gets the world. And then I'm so glad he got, you know, it always felt like they loved him but didn't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
And I always felt like he was so charismatic, like people cared. And for him to have the last like 4 months that he did, I mean, if this is as a shoot, they couldn't have let him go where he's, you know, they couldn't have let him go where he could be like, usually a lot of companies are like, all right, well, we haven't really used you in a while, so we're just going to let you go, and you don't really have any buzz.
No,
like, they couldn't have let him go with any more buzz.
Yeah.
That was the next thing.
He's got momentum going into wherever he goes next.
And he doesn't have the no-compete anymore because those are illegal now unless you're actively let go from an active contract. So if you're still working for them and they say we're letting you go, they can do a 90-day no compete.
He could have showed up last night, and there's nothing.
Exactly. He has the ability to go anywhere, and that's why I was watching AEW just in case. Because if he would have came to Cincinnati, I would have been so fucking pissed I didn't get tickets.
Well, that's tonight.
It was
last tonight, right?
Yeah, it was
Collision is tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still in Cincinnati tonight. I mean, I don't think they would use Collision to bring him in, but I don't,
there's zero chance. That would make no sense.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reason to do it, right? I mean, I'm not going to talk about that place at all, but because I've always enjoyed, the time I get to go there.
Sure.
See shows there, but it's a very interesting dynamic.
I love the setup they have in Cincinnati, man. I'm excited to see it on Collision as well.
Yeah,
because it's just so fucking intimate. Like, I feel like you could hear someone hiccup in the crowd. But it's nice. I like.
And a lot of people aren't a fan of that, and I'm a fan of like filling the place you're at.
Yeah, that's what I said a couple shows ago. I was like, I love that they're doing these theaters and stuff. Like, if you're gonna run a small venue, run a cool one.
Well, they about a year ago, April 24, Mox won the IWGP Championship at Windy City Riot.
Yeah.
And the next night was a Collision at Northern Kentucky. I didn't even know Northern Kentucky had an arena, but it holds like 4,600 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I was given tickets, and I was like, hell yeah, I'll go. So I went from Windy City Riot and didn't even go back to Dayton. Just went straight to Northern Kentucky, and was like, what the hell, dude? This card is stacked. It was like Claudio and Bryan Danielson versus somebody else in a tag match, and also I'm like, this show is loaded, and there's 1,100 people here. What the hell? Like, apparently
they didn't advertise it worth a shit.
I didn't even know there was a show going on. The person that was working there, I'd happened to see the night before, and he's like, hey man, you want to go to the Collision show? And I was like, sure. And I ended up like getting killer seats to it because I'm like, well, shit, man. I mean, there's no, like, I was gifted these killer seats because there's only like 1,100 people here. And I want to say around then's when they started saying they were going to start running more practical buildings, and I think now they're taking up residency next week at 2300 Arena for like the next couple weeks.
That's cool.
So, that's a cool.
I like the thing. There's been some arenas that I've been seeing them run that aren't as small, and they seem like their attendance is definitely going up. But that also is due to the fact that it seems like, I don't know, somebody's loosening the reins a little bit, maybe, and their storylines are a little more cognizant, and they're putting on some good shows.
I'm hoping that there's more reflection on this. I don't want to. It's funny because it's like I have friends that legitimately like report to certain people, so I want to be like super cautious. But I'm hoping there'll be more like inward inflection of like what's going on here, because why is it that a company that we weren't even considering competition in the grand scheme of things, why is it now elevating itself to where now there's reports that when TNA gets a TV deal, they might move to Wednesdays.
Yeah,
go in direct competition with them.
TNA's been killed.
So, and that's what I'm saying. Like TNA has been on. I know obviously they're getting this great push with WWE and Talent Exchange, and I don't know. This is just my random guess, but I would assume that Styles will be fighting at Bound for Glory, and that'll break the internet. They're just they're having these great moments after great moments, and I'm hoping that those other companies are starting going, okay, what are they doing that we're not doing? That's now leading to people caring.
They're letting great talent do great shit. You've got Macklin, you've got Jake something, you've got fucking Mance Warner doing shit. There's so much good.
Yeah.
So much good in TNA. I've been subscribed to the TNA Plus for over a year solid now, which normally I used to like bounce off, subscribe for a month or two. I have been on it solid since the rebirth of TNA. You know what I mean? And I like the Impact was okay, but there was definite moments where I fell off. But I think TNA's been the best wrestling product lately.
Well, and you missed one name, one very pivotal name. One of my best friends, Sammy Callahan, is actually putting his career on the line tomorrow night against Anna. So I'm a little worried about that, just because he has not told me if it's a work or a shoot. So and seeing as though he tells me pretty much everything, I'm a little worried that this is him saying, because he hasn't. I don't know if you guys noticed, he hasn't wrestled in Revolver in a while.
Yeah.
Um,
He hasn't wrestled at all in a while.
You know, I mean, we're all getting older, man.
Got a couple in TNA, but it's all been like real fucking kicking ass matches too, man. So he's been fucking really getting his ass kicked.
And he does so much else there behind the scenes that I don't know, man. I mean, it very well could be it, and that would suck, because I think I keep trying to get him to work Revolver all the time, because I'm like, dude, I don't think you get it. Like, you just
I'd
have
love to see you wrestle.
Yeah, like it's just fun. Like, take the fact that our friends are out of it. Like, we're friends out of it. The last time he wrestled Revolver might have been Texas, and he fought Alley Cat or Alley Catch, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
And her mom lives in Texas, and I didn't know this. Her mom has a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, she took the leg off
and started beating Sammy with it in the match. And I was like, hell yeah, this is amazing. Like, where else are you gonna see this other than a Sammy Callahan match? You know what I mean? Like, so it's just it's good pro wrestling.
Him and Mance put on such a fucking great match at that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names of them, but
they are just a match made in heaven. Like,
they do their stuff.
And the way they both think. It's so easy. Like, I was blessed to kind of be backstage to see a lot of that last year. And I guess it was the beginning of this year.
I think it was this year. Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Orlando, and then also in El Paso and a couple other things. And it's a fluke that I happen to renovate hotels in cities they literally run. So, like, while I'm renovating them while they're running. While I was in El Paso, Texas, I was randomly renovating a ballroom at the Marriott they were staying at. So it's just random. Like I said, I wear many different hats, you know.
Good ones though, with them bags on there.
But yeah, just watching how those two think, like, I don't know, just I could watch those two wrestle like every weekend, just because they're going to put on a great story. But who knows, man? Who knows, man? Maybe Cross shows up this weekend.
Justin, we have 2 questions that we normally, you know, we told you that these episodes are just conversations, right?
Sure.
We have 2 questions that we want to try to ask every single person that comes on the show. And Mike generally asks the first question, so Mike, hit him with it.
Yeah, well, you know, us dads are very budget-minded individuals, and you know, a question we always like to ask our guests and kind of gauge them on is, what do you keep your thermostat set to?
Well, all right. So since you say
it's probably different between Florida and Ohio,
Tampa
but
and Dayton, so
you're bound to get one of them right.
I mean, in my old age now, I used to be pretty consistently 72. And now I'm at 73. I'm getting older, getting colder. You know, so my house in Ohio, when it's just me up there. That Bad Larry's going to be like 70 because that house is big and it needs to just keep pumping air. But my parents, if they're in the other wing of the house, I'm not going to freeze them out. So I think they're at like 74, and I've got a fan literally blowing my face while I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
74 is a bit much.
But like right now, like when I leave, I'll turn it up to like, you still just can't turn your air off in Florida when you're not home. Like, you just can't do that. Come back to your house with like, it's 86 and everything's ruined.
The walls are sweating.
Yeah. Why are all these paintings just got spores on them now? That's fun. So I turned up to like 78, 79. But even doing that, like my electric bill in the summer is still like, I don't know, $180. It's absurd.
We asked that to Skinner when we had Steve Kern on, and he said, like, that was his normal temperature at all times, was 78, 80. You're like, God damn, dude. Like,
it's the part lizard.
That makes sense. Like, that's fucking on par with your hair.
Just like keep all the lights off and walk around naked. Like, I don't understand how you're gonna do that. Like, I would feel like Ace Ventura in that Rhino.
In the Rhino.
If you had like 78, 79. Like, no. Hard pass.
It
gets past like 74. I'm like, yo, why do we have the heat on? Like, I do like doing that. Like, especially, I don't know about you guys in the winters. Like, I'm okay with like wearing sweatpants, or whatever. Like, I'm not turning the heat on. Like, just unless it gets to like super cold one day and it's now 50 degrees in my house. That happened to me one time. I went to Ohio. I want to say that January show we had. January, so it was definitely for a show. And I got in super late, and I forgot to like even check the thermostat and just went to bed and woke up the next morning and was like, I'd had the covers over my like all this other shit, and I was like, man, it's amazing. It's like an icebox in here. And I went out with the thermostat, and it was 50 degrees in the house.
Oh my God.
What is this?
And it was great. Like talk to my parents. Were like, hey, everything good? I was like, well, apart from me freezing myself out, yeah. I mean, thank God I'm not sick. It's 50 degrees. I slept in 50. Basically, just went camping in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the second one?
The second one's a pretty simple one.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be anything deep or anything like that. Just what's something you're thankful for today?
Oh man, there's so much to be thankful for. To be fair, I mean, obviously you guys probably heard me talk about my parents a fair amount. We were super close. Lost my little sister to cancer when she was 11, and I was 16.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
So that's kind of left us all pretty close because we went through 5 years of treatment and various other things, and realizing like that was the 4 most important people in your life, sort of thing. So that's why it's cool that like we live here. They live like 20 minutes away from me here in Tampa, but we have that house in Ohio that we spend a fair amount of time, holidays and stuff like that. And
That's so cool.
so I'm super thankful for them. My dad's owned a painting, construction company my whole life. And it's never like I will admit that like growing up, I didn't realize that like it was not, in all fairness, it was not necessarily successful the first 10 years of his existence. And I was around like, it was already established 5 years before I was born. So, I was 5 or 6, and looking back, like I didn't want for anything. I didn't need for anything. Like, and all relatively speaking, like I was pretty spoiled and took care of. And, you find out years later, like, oh, wow, they were not doing that well. They just made sure they provided for me and her.
Wow.
And then he just hit it big. And like, as soon as, the epitome of good luck is when hard work meets opportunity. And that's my old man that played over. And he got this incredible opportunity renovating hotels, and he just took it and ran with it and just beat the shit out of it for the last 30 some years, and it just built this incredible business that, we get to just travel the world, not world, but the country, renovating, high-end hotels and being able to see a lot of cool stuff. And, without question, he's the biggest pain in my ass, but he's also, one of my favorite people. And I'm very thankful for both of them, because she's basically been his bookkeeper my whole life too. So I just retired her because I can't get him to retire. So she finally just said, I'm done with this shit. So she's retiring by the end of the year. And who knows? He keeps acting like he wants to, but that's why I took the gig working for WWE, trying to get him to retire. And then a year later, I was like, oh my God, you're just making my mom do all this work. Like, come back, I guess. I'm super thankful for the two of them for just like, giving me all these great opportunities to just go out and try to do different things. I mean, I've worn many different hats. I got to be a school teacher. I was a high school football coach for 10 years. I don't know if you guys know the climate for that. Neither one of them pay well.
No.
So, but I never really was worried in the sense of, long-term, whatever, just because as a family, we've kind of built this whole thing to where I could kind of venture out to do that. And then to be honest, like as time went on, like if his business got bigger, then I could just have the opportunity to, I kind of slipped in and essentially took over like all his billing, all his accounting, all that stuff. And then now I'm pretty much all his operations. So I let him run the business and be the face of the business, because that's what he enjoys. He loves going out there and, shaking hands, kissing babies, and making relationships with people. And I can help empower that. And in turn, I get to basically go to wrestling shows and sell T-shirts for a hobby, so it's a fun trade-off. And then, our hobby together is going to Bengals games, even though both of us don't live around the Bengals. So, yeah. And that's
It's an adventure.
long-winded, but You know,
I love
give
that answer.
them shit all the time, so I know. Promise you, they'll probably end up watching this. So I just want to make sure I put them over as much as humanly possible. You know, so
That's really cool, man. Not everyone has both their parents, and the fact that you are excited that you not only still have them, that you have them in such a great way in your life. That's the type of answer we love to hear on this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The Dad World Order. Dad World Order is definitely obsessed with wrestling. We definitely chatted wrestling, but our core is being dads. You know what I mean? So that's
I'm an honorary dad. I'm a godfather. So
that counts enough.
yeah, I have a beautiful little girl in Ohio. She is 3. Her name's Peyton.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
When she gets older, I'm gonna make her start calling me El Padrino. But right now, I'm just Justin. It's fine. But yeah, so honorary, I guess. Partial.
Hell yeah.
We'll accept that.
Well, brother, if your dad's company ever needs 3 Sparkies, you know, I mean, you got to look at it, 3 of them right here. We'll travel.
You know what, man? We dude, it's one of those things where like I the more and more I talk to him, I'm like, man, he might actually retire. I don't know. Like,
That'd be good, man.
you know, he has been a workaholic my whole life, and I wish I had the drive that he does to go do those things. Like, I think we've all kind of been, not all, but I'm certainly somebody that's like, I need to be passionate about what I do, and I think he's been passionate about doing it. And I think a large part of it was like, he had a daughter that was sick, and it was like, I've got to go out there and provide because I don't know how much his medical bills are going to cost, you know. So I think he just took that and ran with it. And but now I think he's 60, 63. So all fairness, still pretty young. So I'm trying to get him to retire. And if I do, who knows, man? Maybe I'll take over the damn thing, and then I might need 3 Sparkies to help me.
Hey, you go.
Yeah, I'm partially joking, but I also like a cool job switch. So, you know, maybe, you know, who knows?
I don't know. Renovating hotels sounds like fun till it gets. I jokingly call it Groundhog Day.
I will tell you this: I've done hotels before. You think it's cool until you get to floor 3, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm doing the same room for the 50th fucking time."
Groundhog Day.
Yep.
Yep. And it can be. That's where you find the fun in it. You know, like, you know, I mean, you guys have been around construction. I know, you know, Big Rig, you're in that world. And
yeah,
Mike, you travel. You said you travel for a while. What do you do?
Just this week, occasionally. I'm an electrician at a rubber company, so we do like lots of conveyor belts and conveyor systems.
So you're also in, you know, kind of the same world of like, you know, that whole like commercial, all that good stuff. So you know, you meet a lot of fun people that cut up the mundane aspect of it. You know,
absolutely.
I got that on my job right now. One of the ceiling grid guys he's my favorite guy to see every single morning because he's always got dumb shit to say, and it makes me laugh.
Well, imagine that being your dad, and then you walk on job site, you're like, son of a bitch, you know, like. Everybody knows my dad. My dad has an inside joke with everybody on a job. He would go and stay at jobs, and then I'll occasionally come out and see jobs, or like, hey, we got something going on. Like, okay, cool. Yeah. And you show up and you're like, holy shit, this guy knows. Like, hey man, we're just supposed to be doing construction. Why do you know all the housekeepers? Why do you know the guy who does food and beverage? Why do you know everybody here? You know, and that's just who he is, man. He's super. I get a lot of that from him. He's super charismatic.
Say chip off the old block.
He is very much that guy that has all the great inside jokes, and then. It never fails. Electricians and the plumbers always have great jokes that you can't tell on the internet. So
most of us are fucked up. So
that's fair.
Well,
one of us, you know, we've gotten bit one too many times. So you know, not all.
Here's a salute to Father Overstreet from the Dad.
Oh yeah, the Don, as Sammy calls him. Well, that's what actually I think we all group of us just started acting like he was a wrestling persona. His name's Don.
Gave him a gimmick.
His name's Don.
Secondary.
He's always quick to like take care of shit. Like if he finds out like, you know, if somebody's in this spot or whatever, he's a fixer. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah.
Like, hey, a friend needs literally right now. One of his good friends who also owns a lawn care company that like mows our lawn in Ohio and stuff. Our crew is a handful of our guys are literally like renovating and painting his house right now. Why? I mean, probably because that's who my dad is. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, he needs to work done. Like, let's just get some guys over there and give him a fair price and we'll get it done. Like, that's just who he is. So he is like the Godfather. You know, like he is the Don. So it's just like a persona that we've just let like I don't know. It's just everybody calls him that now. I think even my mom calls him that every now and then. So, which is just great. Actually, I think he called himself that in the third person last week because you guys missed him. He was at the tournament.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was at the tournament. So and he was asking like, where those DWO guys? I'm like, why? You want more free signs?
Well, hopefully he's at the October show because I know I'll definitely be at that one.
I know he should be at the Bengals game 2 days later, so I'd like to think he'll be in town.
I'm pretty sure I'm taking my kids to that game too. I think it's either that or the Jets game because I want it to be a statistically likely for the Bengals to win. So it's my kid's first game, so I don't want them to go there and the Bengals lose. So I'm trying to
he is taking they used to like never vacation because he'd be super busy working and stuff, and I think they found like a fun spot. Like she dragged him to Aruba one time and he loved it because there was like nothing he could do work related.
hell yeah.
They go to Aruba like twice a year now, and that weekend they're going to Aruba. So it's like hell yeah, boys' day. So I'm flying up and doing the Jets game with just going to try to take the boys and have a day and hopefully not get banned from the stadium. So
we'll definitely have to make sure we hit up that day, man. I'll buy you.
Dude, for sure. We'll link up. Yeah, man. It's we used to always try to do like one road trip a year, and then he's got wildly overzealous because, like I said, we renovate hotels all over the country. So Bengals play Minnesota and Minnesota.
Yeah.
We have a hotel across the street from All of America.
Nice.
Hey, you want to go to Minnesota? Sure. Hey, they just bought a hotel in Denver that I need to go look at. It's like, we need to go look at it. Why don't we just go the week that they play the Broncos? And I, being a high school football coach, I have a kid who starts at Colorado on the defensive line. So
that's cool.
I'm going to go to see him play BYU, and then he's actually going to the game with me and my old man. We're going to go to the Broncos game,
dude.
And then we're going to
when
Lambeau.
it all comes together.
Yeah. And then we're going to Lambeau, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, Donnie, we're better off telling people what games we're not going to." Because the first game, I already told him, and by no means did he like hijack it. Like he just gets excited. As soon as they announced the schedule, all my three best friends I told you about, we quote movies all the time. They're all diehard Dolphins fans. Well, we play the Dolphins the Sunday before Christmas in Miami. So whenever we play, we always make it a point like they can come up to Ohio, stay at my house when we go, or like I go down there, whatever. So like, yeah, I'm already going to the Dolphins game. He's like, hell yeah, and he starts putting together a group. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you can't go, but I don't know if it necessarily said, yeah, father son, like this is for me to go spend time with my boys. So we got like a big crew of like his friends and like my friends, and like I just told him I was like, let's do it up and like let's cater like Cuban food because like all these white boys in Ohio have never had Cuban food.
Full seats.
Dude, I had Cuban food, like legit Cuban food once, and it was actually in Tampa, and it was.
Oh yeah, where'd you go? Do you remember the name?
I do not, but it
was
was the best.
Or Arca Uris, or dude, I mean,
brother, I've had many drunken nights between now and then. I cannot remember, but
if it was a drunken night, like did you eat it like in the middle of the night at a restaurant?
Oh no, this was like middle of the day. The best Cuban sandwich I've ever had in my life.
Could have been West Tampa Sandwich Shop. Could have been Arco Uris has a good one. Yeah, when you moved here, like
is there a Little Havana in Tampa?
Not really. I mean, there's like a small area by the football stadium that has like a couple different like Cuban restaurants. Not nearly anything like you have in Miami, like where you just have like that whole area where like there's a Publix that's all in Spanish. Yeah, that place is awesome.
I want to say it was near Clearwater, maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, there's shops everywhere. There's just really good ones and like densely like in that area by the airport, like stadium area. But yeah, we're trying to get a whole tailgate set up to where these dudes from Ohio can really experience like real Cuban food. So, but yeah, like I think 12 or 13 games this year. I was like, great.
All Bengals wins.
Yeah,
I like that you like the Bengals like that. I'm gonna text you Bengals shit more often. I didn't know you were that hard. I've been on the waiting list for the season tickets since 2021. They sent me an email at the start of this year, like, "Oh, you're gonna be in the list this year," and then like a month later, they were like, "Actually, you were just at the cutoff."
Well, where are you trying to get the seats at?
Anywhere, bro. I put $200 fucking me and my brother.
Okay. All right. Well, this season, I don't know what I can do for you, but they offer me more tickets every year.
See if this is frozen. He didn't even.
Yeah, I mean, he's so excited he froze.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guarantee you his internet is about to either come back or he's about to get cut off. So, you know what? That's as good a time to wrap as any. Justin, thank you so much for coming on.
Yes,
Good man.
appreciate you, bro.
Hope to see you soon. We're definitely going to have to organize some kind of trip, come down and see you in Tampa, because that just
Oh
sounds
yeah,
like a good
bro.
time,
I
man.
mean, you know, I know the dream is to try to get some kind of shows down here, like.
We back?
And then, are you back? Are you back
He's
now?
back.
All right.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely want to get you guys down here. It's a great time. Best time to do it be like first quarter of the year. It's when the weather's
Yeah.
awesome. You know, because right now, like, if you guys think where you're at's hot.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting
Yeah,
down there.
no,
Trust me, I've been to Tampa in August. I know all about it.
I forgot about it. Like, you know, like I coached all these years, and I text my boys. I was just outside for like 10 minutes, and I text all the guys that coach with them, like, boys, I give you more credit than I ever should have, like I ever did, because I don't know how the hell you're doing this. Like, we did it. We did dog days. Like, it was just practice. Like, there was nothing to look forward to. There was no game coming anytime soon.
Two days and fucking 90, 100-degree heat. Yeah.
And we bitch like, oh, we got to do a water break every 20 minutes. Like, now you look at it like we should do it every 10. I don't know what we're thinking here. We thought we could just have these kids run like crazy, but Bengals tickets in the off season. I mean, obviously we'll link up, but every year they've offered me more tickets.
Yeah, if I don't get to the list next year, dude, I would take for that.
2 years ago, I got like a family friend 2 tickets, and then this past off season, I got my aunt, my uncle two tickets, and they're all sitting together. But yeah, man, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, it's literally at the point like me and my brother every year, like, come on, please let us have.
So my old man's account he's had since literally I was born. Like, the Bengals went to that Super Bowl in January '89. I was born in May, and he's had some tickets since. So when they opened up Paul Brown 25 years ago, he got 4 seats, 7 rows back on the 50.
Oh, damn.
And so my season tickets for the Bengals for some pretty bad seasons have been pretty killer seats.
Wow.
I can tell you that Leon Hall probably doesn't know who I am, but if I told him, remember that one fan that you just knew didn't like you? That was me. I was that close. And I would just tell him, like, because plus he went to Michigan, so I was like, I got no love for this guy.
Yeah.
And I would just give him hell, and I knew he heard me. He can say he didn't. I knew he heard me. Now I'm a little older, a little wiser, and like I also now have coached kids at like higher levels, and I'm like, oh no, now I can't do it. It's like being a dad, I guess. You know, like, no,
Oh yeah,
I can't. Now I can't talk shit. Now I'm like telling other guys, hey man, shut up. Those guys are trying really hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Do his best.
It's not their fault.
Get
It's not
here.
their defense. Okay. It's not their fault. But yeah, man, we'll have to definitely get together.
I'm glad we finally got you on here, man. We've been trying to get you on here for a while, but we finally said it. Fucking, we were messaging in our group, and we told Big Rig, like, hey, just fucking get a date right now. Get him on the thing. Get a date. Let's get.
And then, you know, next time I'll be in the office, so we'll go more down the pop culture lane of random shit that I have.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This is no fun little tidbit. This right here is the only district title in the high school I attended's history.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
It was my senior year. That's not like, oh, my trophy. No, that was a trophy they gave the football team. And then I went back and coached there, and the administration told us all when I was teaching there, they're like, hey, whatever trophies from this year back, we're going to throw them away if you don't come get them.
What?
Well, I took it and put it in our coach's office. And then like a year later, they shit-canned our entire coaching staff. And I was like, well, fuck them. I'm taking the fucking trophy. Well, I've had other guys that play with me, like they've seen it. And they're like, bro, let me get that. I was like, fuck you. So that's the only district title in that high school. High school's been around 25 years. So it's not that old, you know, but school.
But still.
That's it. And that was the one the team got for winning it. I was like, hell yeah. 50 some odd dudes. I'm the guy that got the trophy. So, and that's why it's in my living room. It's in my dining room. So,
fuck yeah.
Right next to William Shakespeare. So,
hell yeah.
Sorry, but yeah,
You're good, bro.
it's always fun, and I can sit around and bullshit and
Oh yeah.
I have a lot more free time on my hands, man. I don't have kids. You guys.
Well,
you
if
guys
you
got
ever, find your way any extra Bengals or Reds tickets, I
Reds
got a
tickets.
lady. I got a lady and two girls that really would like to go to some
All right,
games before the
Reds
season
tickets. I can definitely do something.
Oh
Because
yeah.
we don't. It's already absurd that we have Bengals season tickets and we've lived in Tampa since '98. It's already absurd. The entire time Paul Brown Stadium's been around, I haven't even lived there, and I've been a season ticket holder. But we have like a partial season ticket plan for the Reds, and it's like a voucher program. So I literally have so many vouchers. And I looked the other day and was like, "Hey Don, we bought 32 vouchers and we've used 4 of them."
They're
So
playing good ball too, man, or at
they
least
are
interesting
playing good
ball.
So,
See that game last night? Shit.
dude,
Hunter Green came out throwing gas.
it was. I mean, and it was against a good Phillies team too. So I mean,
Mhm.
we're humming, bro. We're humming.
Weekend's going to be telling.
We're gonna talk Reds baseball then.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you do
There
wear
we go.
Oh, Jack, man of all seasons. I know you guys aren't from Ohio, but if you guys want to talk college ball, just let me know. Yeah, I mean, I know we're wrapping it up, but because I can sit here and bullshit all night. But yeah, dude.
Oh, it just
seriously,
means we got to have you on again,
we'll talk
dude,
off,
for sure.
We'll talk off chat, and we'll definitely have to get you guys out to Reds games for sure.
Hell yeah, man. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Well, I know there are probably some in our party that really have to pee. So, as always, we've been the DWO podcast. I'm Big Eric Maffey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bo Cephas. He is the man behind the merch, the man of 1,000 hats, Justin Overstreet.
That's not an exaggeration.
Thank you so much for coming on. Check us out on all the socials at DWO_podcast, Facebook at the DWO podcast, TikTok at DWO_pod. Get that damn merch at Pro Wrestling TC Public or message us directly. Like, subscribe, listen, follow, all that good stuff. And until next time, top dads.